Welcome back to BBF. And today it's another special episode for you guys because tonight it's the Euros for you guys watching it today. It's Mr. Karun joining me and our guest once again appearing for the third
The
time on our
champions.
show. We welcome back Mr. Aekavin Narula. What's up,
Welcome
Yes,
back.
brother?
sir. I feel good because I'm the champion, current champion, current holder,
As you can see,
underdog.
he changed his background. You can see from our backgrounds as well, and our backdrop as well.
Yep.
That you guys can see, it's a Euro theme, So,
It's Euro time.
yep. What time is it? It's Euros
Euro
time.
time.
So yeah, we're excited for this. We're buzzing, and it kicks off tonight, 2 a.m. First game, Turkey against Italy from Group A. Let me just run down all the groups before we begin. And yes, we'll be sharing the screen of the tournament predictor from UEFA.com, where we can predict of all of the rounds up until the finals, who will be the winners. Let's see if we all share the same thoughts, or you know, we have different opinions for this. Some underdogs, you never know who could win it. France probably looking as the favorites coming out from the World Cup winners. They won the last major tournament, or Portugal, as our guest mentioned, the current holders right now. That could end
Yeah.
up being the finals again. You never know. So let's just get to it. In Group A, we have. Oh yeah, but Ekwin, welcome back once again. Hope you have a great show once again, like you did the past two times.
Yep.
In Group A,
Always a
we
pleasure.
have Turkey, Italy, Wales, Switzerland. Not a bad group. Yeah, that's a decent group, I would say. In Group B, we have Denmark, Finland, Belgium, Russia. We might know the clear favorites. It's a shout for the second runners-up in that group. In Group C, we have Netherlands, Ukraine, Austria, and North Macedonia. For me, this is the most boring group, I would say. And the top two is kind of obvious. I mean, no spoilers right now. Group D, interesting one. England, Croatia, Scotland,
Mhm.
and Czech Republic. In Group E, we have my team right here. By the way, I'm not playing tennis. Yeah, I'm just here supporting my team. Spain, Sweden, Poland, Slovakia, and in what we call the group of death,
Yep.
Group F, Hungary, Portugal, France, and Germany. So,
Crazy.
guys, we are going to touch on every team, basically every country, when we're running down from the score predictor of the UEFA.com, where they allowed us to actually predict each round. And I'll bring it up right now for you all to see. Give me a sec. Here you go. You guys can see the groups. Can you guys see it as well, Mr. Karun and our guest?
I can see it.
Yes, sir.
Just to
Definitely.
make sure, and the viewers, yes, we'll make sure you guys can view it as well. In Group A, I'll start with our guest first. Is it the clear favorites as we all think, Italy, or you have another shout?
Italy for me, clear favorites. I don't think any team.
And I
can
think
get ahead of
just
Italy.
to keep this flowing, yeah, because we don't want to have another long video for you guys, Mr. Karun, Italy as well for you.
Yep.
For me, no surprises, and I'll let it out now. For me, they are my underdogs. When we speak of underdogs, it's not necessary to be a team like Scotland, Wales. It could
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
a big team, but Italy, they're in for a shot, I believe, because if
For
I'm not
sure.
wrong, they had a good qualification round. Like, they did well in all those games, conceded so less. Mancini's
Italy
doing an
for me are a
amazing
top seven
job.
team.
Bro, I don't think they lost in the qualifying rounds. Like, they had,
They have
Like,
not lost for 2 years now. I think Italy.
bro,
in-
and
in
what
international
Mancini is
games.
doing with this team is crazy. Like,
From
they have a
Antonio Conte
solid-
to Roberto Mancini. This is
and the
insane.
what I love about what Mancini has done is the fact that he balanced the squad with the age. So he got in
Yeah.
some youngsters, and he still kept the experienced players as Chiellini and Bonucci. They're still there. So there's a balance in the team that I like. And here's what we're gonna do as well. As I name every country from all the groups while we're predicting, everyone give the standout player from each country or shout out to anyone you would love to give. So it could be a young player to watch. So for me right now, the main guy I would say is, wait one sec. Let me bring it up. All right, for me, it's basically the Juventus player Chiesa, and I have a shout for this youngster. I think he's a defender, if I'm not wrong, in Bastoni.
Yep.
He plays for Inter Milan, if I'm not wrong. Inter, right? But I don't know if he'll start because, like I said, there's Bonucci and Chiellini, as I saw in the last game. They both started in the friendly, but he's a shout. So, any shouts for anyone from the Italian team?
Gigi Donnarumma.
Oh, yeah. Who's making a move this summer as a free agent, if I'm not wrong.
Who did you say?
Gigi
Donnarumma.
Donnarumma.
Oh yeah.
The next Buffon
Yeah.
for Italy and possibly for Juve if they sign him this summer.
I think PSG gonna go for him, to be honest.
I definitely
Yeah.
agree with you, Narit, on Chiesa though. He's gonna be great this year.
Yeah, obviously we can name the strikers, Belotti, Immobile, but
Yeah.
like, those are two mainstream.
Another one. Wait, did
Lorenzo
Locatelli
Insigne.
make the squad from Sassuolo?
Yep, and another shout.
Yep.
Even Barella, right?
Yep.
Like,
Nico Barella, he
he's
made the
the-
squad. Yep, he did.
Like I'm not like there's the Jorginhos, there's the
Yeah.
who's the other main guy in mid? There's another main guy in mid. Oh, I have
Verratti.
all the squads as well. Yep. Verratti.
I must feel so bad for Moise Kean.
Looking at the
He's been
Italian
rejected
team-
so many times.
There's Pessina from Atalanta as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, Barella from Inter. Bernardeschi, as we know from Juve,
Yeah.
with his partner Chiesa. And there's Cristante from Roma. I mean,
Yep.
there's also Berardi of Sassuolo for the forwards.
Yeah.
But again,
yes.
we're not gonna name out all players. That will take a long time for all of the countries. So we're just gonna shout out to a couple. So in second, I'll go first this time. You know what? It's not even Wales for me. For me, I feel it's either Turkey or Switzerland.
Yeah.
And realistically, I would say Switzerland, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And
Not right off
let
Turkey.
me
Did not
let
write
me
them off.
let me just put this out there as well for everyone's watching right now. Obviously, there's favorites for every group we can say, but it's not gonna end up as we predict always. Like it's not as easy as saying like, oh, England's gonna be England top, Netherlands top. We do
Yeah.
know for a fact, for being a football fan, what do we know is that
There's gonna
The
be upsets,
favorites-
right?
you can't have favorites that we predict to end up being top of their group in every group. It's not possible to be that way. So, like Spain, which I'll talk about my team later. I mean, we should get a job done in the group stage. But all I'm saying is there will be upsets. It can't just be all the favorites according to the name of the countries. It's not that easy. So while we're predicting, we can kind of be realistic, but in the same way that we know that there will be upsets. So it won't just be all the favorites. We're predicting the top two of every group. That will end up qualifying. Football has never worked that way. Not in any of the major tournaments, I believe, as well. So, like Portugal in the last Euros, they didn't win a game until they reached the finals.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? If I'm not
I
wrong,
mean-
they ended third in the group, even.
Yep.
You know,
They went to that
and
other qualification.
so all I'm saying is, for me, I'm going with Turkey. What about you guys? If you guys say Switzerland, Wales, I won't even blame you guys. Not at all. So,
Honestly, I'm
I'll
actually
go
just
with our
undecided.
guest again.
I'm undecided. I don't know who will finish second. It all depends on who has the better chances against Italy. So we
And
look at it
for
from-
me, all depends on the first match day to give us an idea of what that country is about.
Yep.
Because if tonight's game, right, for you lot out there, Italy against Turkey, if Turkey managed to get a draw from that game, they're in for a shout to finish runners up, which for me, I'm giving them as second. Like I said, realistically, I see Switzerland. For me, I'll say it right now. Wales goes bottom for me. They don't even make third place. For
I
me.
agree.
So
Yeah.
So who's
we
your
all agree.
second?
We all agree with Wales last then.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wales last.
Wales last.
All right, I don't want to take too long
But
on Group
you never
A,
know.
so
You never know what Gareth Bale can do.
For
You
me,
never know what
yeah,
Gareth Bale
that's
My
the thing,
number
bro. I can see Wales ending highest third, bro. Like that's not a bad shot. I
Yeah,
can see
possible.
Bale
They could
winning
even
them at
qualify.
least a game. I can see Bale winning them a
Possible.
game, one game. You know what I mean? But I mean, we have to
Against
predict. That's what we're here to do. So
I would
if
say
you
my
can
second is
say
Swiss.
second,
mate.
then let's hear from Karun.
Mine's Swiss.
But- Okay, then I'm sorry,
So
Aekavin, you
Aekavin,
are
you
the
have to break the
tiebreaker.
try. You have to tie break.
Our guest is the tiebreaker.
I don't mind either. I think
No, break the
Switzerland
tie.
will go second. I think Switzerland will go second, to be honest.
All right,
because
that's
I
like
will
I said,
say
we
tied on-
realistically, I see Swiss as well.
I say it'll be tied on points with Turkey though. I
Ooh.
can't decide who goes second or third.
Group A is
Possibly, I
done.
think Switzerland. Yeah, Group A is done, and we've got.
All right,
What we've
well, Turkey's still in for a shout. Not to forget, we still have to
Yeah,
predict
yes,
the best
yes.
4 teams that ended up in 3rd place. So Turkey, don't you worry. I'll get you in later. Group B. I'm not gonna ask you guys straight up,
Yeah.
Belgium.
and correct me if I'm wrong with this.
No, you're not wrong with that.
All right, now here's
No.
where it gets a bit techie. Yeah, I mean, let's hear from Kroon first this time.
Um,
For a second, bro.
for me, the dark horse of this tournament is Denmark. So
Love
Denmark
that.
second for me.
And
You agree with
Mr.
me?
Aekavin, our guest. Denmark.
I think Denmark will come second. Yeah,
Honestly,
Russia will qualify in third. They will qualify in third.
For
I will not
me-
write Russia off.
when I did this alone a few days ago, I actually forgot. I have to go check if I put Russia or Denmark. But I wouldn't mind either. It's a tough one for me. And for me, there's this thing about teams like Russia, Denmark, and Sweden for me. I know Sweden, they're not in this group, but I won't call them a boring team, but they're just there in every tournament. And you know that they'll end up doing well somehow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? They're not entertaining to watch. But Russia, okay, we didn't give the shout outs to players from Switzerland, Turkey, and Wales from the other group. My bad. So just a quick one, guys. Wales, we know Gareth Bale. lead
Dan
up there.
James, did he make it? I think he did.
Yup, Dan
Dan
James,
James is in the squad.
Aaron Ramsey, and you know,
I hope
Robson
Dylan Levin-
Kanu, maybe if he made it.
two from
know-
my
you
team,
know- you know
Nico
Dylan Levin?
Williams and Harry Wilson.
Yeah.
Who?
Dylan Levitt, United youth player.
Who?
He made the squad?
Who again?
Dylan Levitt. Dylan Levitt.
Okay. He made
I
it?
think he
Yup,
made it, right?
yup.
I'm not
He made it.
Wow.
Yup, he did. I have it in
He-
front of
he-
my
they
screen.
must have-
He's not
they
even in
must
the
not
fir-
have
he's not even
players
in
at
the
all.
first team for United, you know.
They must
So
Bro,
not
yeah,
have
his
literally,
first team is-
for,
and
for,
he's in
for
the
Wales,
youth-
it's
he's in
so
the squad.
simple, bro. If I can see my player, Nico Williams, who can hardly get playing time in
Yeah.
Liverpool, starting as their left midfielder, left wing back. He's never played left back for us. He's playing
Wow.
left wing back for Wales, bro.
Wow.
He got sent off against France. If you guys remember, like 2 games
Yeah,
ago,
he
it wasn't
did.
Wales'
Yeah.
last game.
Uh-huh.
It was like the game before that, and they lost like 3-0 or
Who-
something because of him.
3-0, yeah.
Oh, not so long ago, right?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't France's latest game. It was the one before they beat Wales 3-0.
Yeah, the latest game was
So-
some boring.
And
shit.
imagine, bro, Harry Wilson,
3-0.
my guy who can't even be in my team, be sending him out on loans every season.
Yeah.
He's also a starter for them who can pack in free kicks and long range shots. So he's another shot. Okay, for Turkey, we have the 3 center backs that we all know in Ozan Kabak, Soyun Chu, and
Yeah,
Demiral. And
Demiral.
any more shouts out? The striker, Yilmaz.
Yilmaz,
Kalhanoglu.
Under.
Yup. Under from Leicester, you're right.
Who's the keeper?
Switzerland, there's
Okay.
Shaq, you know,
Shaq, number one,
Shaqiri,
yeah.
Shaka. And I love their striker, by the way. What's his name? Poulsen, Yusuf Poulsen from
Yep.
Leipzig.
Just
From
Poulsen.
Leipzig. Wait,
And I have
is he
another
Danish?
yup, he is. And another shout, bro. Apart from Christian Eriksen. This guy, if I'm not wrong, he's also young.
yeah,
Andreas Olsen, bro.
yeah.
You guys heard of this kid?
Nope. But I
think
have
so.
there's a guy in the Danish team, bro, that is gonna be so good this year. He's a right back. Joachim Mele.
Andreas
I shout him
Skov
out.
Olsen.
Kasper
He's-
Schmeichel.
He's playing for Bologna right now. Shout out Rory. He's one of the guys who made me search up this player. He's 21 years of age. So he's another shout. So yeah, for Switzerland, that's about it. Now from Group B, Belgium, let's not talk about them because we know the top 2 is probably KDB with like Lukaku. Any
KDB
youngsters?
might miss the first game. He might miss the first game. I think
Yeah.
he is already missing it. But
Bro, there's
Yeah,
many players that
and
might
Hazard.
miss their first game.
Romelu
So
Lukaku,
yep.
our
And
ex striker, and Adnan
for-
Januzaj, former United player.
for
Sad to see his
Finland,
talent go away.
from Finland, apart from Timo Pukki, anyone else? I want to shout out Glenn Kamara from Rangers. Anyone else from you guys?
Don't know anyone else, to be honest.
From
I think
from
I'm
which
just
team?
gonna go with Timo Pukki.
Finland.
Their striker Pojan Palo plays in the German league. He's not bad. But yeah, wait, for
Denmark is
Denmark,
second.
did we name our players to look for?
Kasper Schmeichel.
Yeah. Denmark. I just shout out the youngster Andreas Olsen,
Oh,
and
okay.
like I said, Eriksson and Yusuf Poulsen, Shaqiri, Shaka.
Melee, he's also good, right back.
Now let me.
Shaqiri is in Switzerland, by the way.
Yeah, we said Shaqiri.
Yeah.
I said him like twice. I think I shout out Shaq twice. He's probably the captain, is he? Or is
Shaqiri?
Eriksson the cap? Or the Shaka? No, I think it's Shaka.
Is
actually.
Briel?
I don't know.
By the way, is Briel and Bolo going? Briel and Bolo. You know him, right? The striker.
Oh, Breland Bolo?
Yeah.
I think
I'm
he
sure
should
he
be,
is.
right?
He has to go. He has
Wait,
to go.
one sec. Yup. And here's the thing. I have all the teams in front of me. I have to like go click on the whichever country to see the 26
Yeah.
final squad. So there you go. Like here's the thing. Here's the problem. It's I'm the tiebreaker. I mean, no, you both said Denmark second anyways.
Yeah.
But now coming to me, for me it's 50-50, but I would go for Denmark as well, slightly edging them because for me they have a spine. Hear this out, yeah. Talking about the players anyways. Kasper Schmeichel in goal.
Yep.
In defense, you can put
Christensen.
Christensen. You know, of course we can name
Oh
Westergaard
yes,
and
Andreas
all of them.
Christensen.
Yep.
Yes, fantastic.
And of course we can
player.
name
Chelsea.
Westergaard and the Simon Schar or the how do we pronounce his name? The AC Milan
Fabian
guy.
Schär. Wait,
Yeah,
Fabian
yeah.
Schär is in Switzerland. Never mind.
No, that guy different.
Oh, Kajar, whatever that guy, right?
Kajar,
Simon
yeah,
Kjær,
yeah.
Simon Kjær.
Kjær.
The Milan guy.
Here.
So
Yeah,
so
AC
so
Milan.
let's just talk about the spine, yeah. Kasper Schmeichel, Christensen in mid, of course. There's Eriksson, and let's not forget in
Philip
the
Billing.
base holding base double pivot they can play the Delaney from Dortmund,
Yep.
and they can play Højbjerg from Spurs.
Yep.
So and up front, as shit as this guy is for his club, he scores for his national team. You know, Martin Braithwaite. You know,
Yep.
and they still have Kasper Dolberg, not to forget, who can
Oh,
come on
yes,
and make an
Kasper
impact.
Dolberg. What a
Yeah.
player.
Wait, do they have that guy that I mentioned just now?
And Daniel
Philip
Vass
Billing.
as well.
Is Victor Fischer going?
Wait, there's no billing. And
There's no Billing? Damn.
Philip Billing from
Yeah, I'm
Dortmund,
just-
right?
He is
and,
Danish.
and you just reminded me about him. Like, whoa, why no billing, man?
He's decent. Tall guy,
Is-
fast also.
Is
Huddersfield,
the guy that I
Bournemouth.
said going? The guy that I said was
Wait,
going?
and who do you guys name a couple of minutes ago as their forward? And I was like, yeah, he's in it. Actually, he might
Victor
not
Fi-
be.
Is Victor Fischer there?
No, I didn't.
Who?
Victor
Fischer?
Fischer, you know him? He used to play for Ajax on the left wing.
No, he's not there.
Fischer.
But I mean, you guys
Oh,
gave a big name a while ago. I forgot who, but I don't think he's in it. Also, you guys said someone.
From
From
Denmark.
Simon
So-
Kjær.
No, that guy in AC Milan, he made it. There's one guy that you guys gave a shout out I think, in the
Dolberg.
forwards. No,
Kasper
Dolberg,
Dolberg.
Braithwaite, they both made it.
That was
Yusuf
it.
Poulsen made it. There's one big name you guys gave me, and I was like, yeah, he's in it. There's the Bologna guy that I said Olsen, who's young, he's a shout. Valencia guy, Daniel Vaz, he's a shout.
Yeah.
Matthias Jensen from Brentford, who's also there with another Brentford teammate, Christian Norgard.
A lot of Danish players there because the manager is
But
Danish.
a while ago, I forgot who we were talking about.
Is it when
that
he
guy's not
mentioned
in it.
Mbolo? That was for Swiss, I guess.
Yeah,
I-
and Bolo.
That's for
yeah,
Swiss.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Because, but I'm sure he said it in this part of
Yeah,
the
he said it in this part.
conversation.
Exactly.
But I don't blame
Pierre
you, Aekavin.
Emile
They're similar
Højbjerg.
flags, man.
Yeah.
Pierre-Emile Højbjerg.
Yeah, bro. I said Højbjerg.
Yeah.
Højbjerg. And
Højbjerg.
Are you
don't
having
forget-
trouble hearing us, by the way? Because you didn't hear when we
No,
said
no.
Shaq and Højbjerg.
I'm all good now.
All right, bro.
Don't forget Matthias Jorgensen and Thomas Delaney as well from Dortmund.
Yep.
Yeah, Delaney and Højbjerg is the two double pivot that I said they can play out as the base with Eriksson in front. So, dude,
Joachim
that's what I'm
Andersen.
saying. They have a spine, bro. Not talking about Russia, just a quick one, yeah. Of course, the
agree with
striker
Dr. Rockford,
Artem
by the way.
Zuba, who's shining in the World Cup. Zuba, love that target man striker.
Yep.
And
Alexander
shouts
Golovin.
to obviously Golovin, yup, and Denis Cheryshev. And
Dennis
guys,
Cheryshev,
I can't believe this guy,
yes.
he's in the squad again. How old is he?
Who
He used to
na-
play for Real
Bro,
Madrid as well.
Zirkov
Yuri,
or what?
Yuri Zirkov
Yeah.
is still in the squad, bro.
Yeah.
He's in the squad. I don't have to check every time
Yeah,
any major
every year
tournament,
he's in
World
the
Cup
squad.
or Euros.
Zirkov.
I'm like, you know what? I don't have to check.
Yeah, he's
probably in
always
it.
there, bro.
And again, he's in it, bro.
He used to play with Chelsea, right? This guy.
Yup, left back, can play
Yeah.
left wing back, but
Is the Juba
he's
in
not
it?
a starter, that's for sure.
He
Yes,
must
bro,
be
he's the
so
first guy
old
I
right
said.
now. Right?
Zubai, the first guy I said, bro. Yeah, he's a target man. He will get them goals.
Dennis Cheryshev used to play for Real Madrid.
He
as well,
said
don't
that
forget
also.
Yeah.
Fantastic. player
Unfortunately,
for Real Madrid.
he scored against my team in the World Cup. This country knocked my team out in the World Cup by the way, penalty shootouts.
Bro,
The round of 16. but we won't
Zirkov
get
is
to that.
37. He's almost 40. Insane.
Bro, and talking about 37, we come to the next group in Pandev, who is the captain
Okay,
of North Macedonia. Even he's
Oh, yeah,
37
Pandev.
going to the Euros.
So we
bro.
all
He's
agree that they're
37
gonna
as well.
finish first, right?
So the opposite for,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, for sure.
And yeah,
North
for the group
Macedonia.
B, I'm agreeing with you
I
guys,
think
but
this is the
because
most
they have a
it's the most
spine,
obvious.
but Russia, they have a shout to qualify for the third, which we'll get to later. One sec. Let me move you guys first because you guys are covering Group C right now.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
Okay, so yeah, you're right. It's a no-brainer for the first and
Yeah.
last.
Yeah.
Now, second one, yeah, I'm going Ukraine.
Ned.
I've had
Ooh.
enough of people telling me Austria are the underdogs. I mean, yes, you can talk about Alaba and also who's the other guy? The main guy. Oh,
Shalaga.
Sabitzer.
And Shalaga.
And I can't believe Arnautovic made it, bro. I thought he's
Yeah.
dead, but he still plays in China.
China.
He's still playing.
Yeah, and I think just because I didn't see him in their friendlies, that's why I didn't realize he made it until I saw the team like today before we got on the show, you know. So Arnautovic still there, Sabitzer, like I said. But yeah, I'm going Ukraine. What about I'll start with our guest again now, Aekavin. Austria, or Ukraine. And by the Ukrainians, give the shout out right now as well to finish it off. Obviously the two guys,
Zinchenko?
Yarmolenko
Austria
and
in second.
Zinchenko.
Austria in second, and Yarmolenko.
All right, current tiebreaker. Again, I don't mind either, bro.
I didn't even hear what he said, but for me, it's Ukraine. What did you say though, Aekavin?
I said Austria in second.
Oh, okay.
Sorry to our guest.
For me, the
Oh,
reason I didn't pick
I
Austria because
understand actually.
their squad looks so good in the paper, but it's not actually that good, honestly. You see them play
Yeah,
like
and
they get 0-0s,
yeah.
1-0s, they barely score.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They almost pulled a 0-0 draw against England.
Yeah, and
But
the
Saka
very
scored.
next game, I think they pulled a 0-0 draw
Yeah, it was a 0-0 in the game after
against
that.
yeah. Like, anyways,
All right, so we're done with the first three groups. Now in Group D, here's where it gets interesting. And obviously, like I said, North Macedonia. Shout out to Pandev, who's one of the oldest players to go to this tournament. He's a captain, 37 years old. I have another shout out, thanks to Rory, who got me searching up this player for them. And you guys might know him because you know why? German fans out there, this guy scored the winner against Germany in the qualifying round, even though Germany made it, obviously.
which team we done?
North Macedonia. So his name
Bandev.
goes by Aljif Elmas, plays for Napoli.
Wow.
Only 21 years of age, scored the winner against Germany in the last game, you know, when they played. I mean, not the last game for North Macedonia, but when they last played Germany recently as well, giving the 2-1 win in the 85th minute, if I'm not wrong. But that's about it for North Macedonia. No one else. Now in this group, yeah.
Obviously. Ezjan Alioski from Leeds United.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, I'm not going to go search. I mean,
Probably the best player
open
in the moment, in my opinion.
like I said, I can open up the squad of every country, but no point touching on them much. So Group D. Now Group D, we have to take a while because I asked these guys today to come with their starting 11 for England. Not what they think Southgate would do, even though we can talk about that a bit. We can touch on that. But what we would do if we're the manager, because of so many options and depth. You know, I haven't been excited in such a long time to watch England play again. I'm not saying it's coming home. No way. You guys will see as we predict this. But let's just get the group done first before we talk about the starting lineup for England. Okay, guys. So is it a no-brainer England as top, or would you give a shout to Croatia?
I would give a
I'll
shout
go
to
England,
Croatia, but I think England will finish top because Croatia have. Don't forget, they did knock England out of the World Cup in the semifinals.
In the semifinals,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
me
So
and Kroon
never
happened to be
forget.
watching
Yep.
that game together.
Yep. At
And
first,
I'm
so
just
happy,
glad-
and then
That's
everything
really- I'm
crashes
just
down, man.
so-
So glad that Mandzukic is not in the squad anymore. That guy broke millions
man.
of hearts
Millions
around
of
the
hearts.
world.
Why did he
So-
have to
Didn't break
score that?
mine. Didn't
So-
break mine.
Wait,
I
you
was
don't like
cheering-
England?
I was going crazy.
No, wait. I was just about to say this just now. The reason why guys were giving out our starting lineup for England and not any other country is because I'm going to be talking about only Spain, not the lineup. Kroon will
Yeah.
be talking about his team, the
Holland.
Dutch, not the lineup, just in general.
Yeah.
And our guest, who is a Portugal fan. But I thought as our second team, we're all supporting England.
Yeah.
So am I wrong with that, Aekavin? You're not supporting England as your second?
No.
Wow.
Damn. The reason why we're doing the lineup because I
Portugal.
thought
For me,
apart from
England's
Premier
right
League
up there
fans,
with
I
Holland.
thought at a point we have them as our second or third. For me, they're my second. So,
I have a rivalry with England actually.
Wow.
so when Scotland against England, you're going full on for Scotland.
Maybe not. Depends because Scotland, England. Usually, I like to cheer England. Usually that
Yeah.
game because England are usually the.
But
the
but
best
we
in
have to
Britain.
talk about
So-
that anyways because we're touching the Group D now. Scotland is England. That will be interesting. Robbo against. It was going to be against Trent on that side of the field, but not anymore. But still, Robbo against Trent. Hey, Hendo.
Harry Kane versus
um,
Scott McTominay.
But let's just get it over with. I think no surprises, but yup, 100% Croatia
Thingy.
can top the group. 100%
Not-
Croatia can
not-
top the group.
It's not 100% because don't forget how Croatia have caused problems with England, but I think England will top the group, but not by
Yeah,
much.
I was saying it's not 100% for Croatia, like, but it's not 100% for England, bro. Like
I wouldn't be surprised if Croatia tops the group though. I wouldn't be surprised.
that's what
at
I'm
all,
trying to
because
say.
Yeah.
You know,
Some English fans
England,
even
England's
agree
not
that
top 100%,
Croatia
bro.
are top.
Like
They're
I
not
wouldn't be surprised at
100%
all.
safe. Exactly.
Even in the
100%
first
safe.
in the first game itself, I see Croatia beating us, bro,
They
and
could.
that hurts me to say. And
They could.
I'm Scotland in third, or any shot for
For
Czech
me, it's
Republic?
Scotland last.
Scotland.
For you,
Scotland
Same
third.
is for me.
For me, I see Scotland as Wales. They'll end up like
For me, I
it's the
see
first
last.
time. It's
I
the
think
first
Scotland
time here in
qualified third.
years. Our first time here in a major tournament in years. I see them as Wales. They'll just come last, but just because of Robbo, and let's just shout out the players now to get over with because we have to do our England starting lineup.
Yep.
Croatia, let's forget the shout outs because you can name the Modric, the Brozovic, the Kovacic,
Yeah.
Mandzukic,
the Kramaric, the Rebic, all the
The
bitch,
itch.
Subasic.
A bit-
Subasic.
and you know like Dexy, Dejan Lovren,
Yeah.
Lovren and Vida and all that. But
Vidra.
just an update to the people. The two players are not going from the World Cup squad. Obviously, there might be more, but the two main, there's no Rakitic and there's no Mandzukic. So
Oh no, Mandzukic. Okay.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
Not knowing he was on
That's
the
what
squad.
that's what I was saying. Like this guy who broke millions of hearts, he's not gonna be there. So, but again, they have Kramaric and Rebic to play up top. They have Perisic, not to forget, who can score goals. England, the biggest shout out, the standout player, of course, the captain, Harry Kane. Obviously, shout out to all the youngsters, Foden, Mount, Grealish, Bellingham. But now, Czech Republic, any shout outs? And for Scotland as well, before
Thomas
we
Souček. Two obvious.
Um,
Thomas Souček.
100% Zucek
Yeah,
number one
Souček.
for Czech Republic. That's the first
Who
shout
does
out.
Kufal
100%.
play for?
Czech
Eh?
as well,
Yeah.
if I'm not wrong.
Check as well.
Remember
think so.
he in the latest game he did play Albania.
Yeah, yeah, and then he pushed
knocked
the
off
guy.
the manager.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then there was a fight as well. It was
Yeah,
an
yeah.
accident. And
Yeah,
and
the
fight
The
was
manager
not-
dove,
not
man.
reason.
This is the first time I'm seeing manager dive.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
100%.
You,
Just
you didn't see
confirmed
Van Gaal
Kufal's
dive?
in it.
You didn't see Van Gaal dive against Arsenal?
That was the best dive. in
That was like
history
the
for
best
managers.
dive, actually. That was I
That
take
was
it
one of
back.
the
That was the
best.
best dive.
actually
The fact that I
truly
got
watch.
the team up in front of me now, I might as well shout out to a couple more that reminded me now with the striker that we all know, Vidra, and Karun will know him
Matej
well
Vidra.
in his fantasy team for Burnley.
Oh, yep.
You know,
Vidra.
Matej Vidra. And not to forget Leverkusen striker, Patrick Schick. So
This for Czech,
shout
right?
out to these guys.
I
Yep.
have to give.
Can
I
you-
have to give a shout out to somebody.
So I can check anyone you guys want to
Yeah,
give
can
a
you
shout
check
out
a
to.
player for me?
A Manchester United goalkeeper called Matej Kovar.
Kovar? I don't think he'll make it. Isn't he
But-
Polish? He's Czech?
He's not
He's
in
Czech.
it, but he's
He's
not in
Czech.
it.
I don't think he's,
Yeah,
he's too
He's
young to
not.
be
He's not in it.
Oh, yeah.
No,
But
he's not.
he's gonna be up there soon.
But yeah,
I have the feeling.
Yeah, Narit, I want you to check this guy, Adam Lozek, Hlozek.
Which position?
Striker or winger. He's still a kid, but he'd be good one day. His name starts with an H.
First name Adam though, right?
Yeah.
Plays for Sparta.
Yeah,
Prague.
yeah.
Sparta
He's in?
Praha. Yup.
He's in. Dude, he's a kid. That's nice.
That's why, bro, this Euro, that's why I have to give shout outs to youngsters. There's so many youngsters to
Yeah.
watch in this tournament. It's
Adam
insane, bro.
Flojek, right?
Lozek, yeah,
Adam-
Lozek.
Lozek.
Yeah.
Lozek.
Yeah.
See, that's a shout. And let's not spend too long on Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Okay, Scotland, they have the two best players playing left back, which is weird because they both play at the same time as well. One is a left wing back, one is a left CB. So, Robbo and Tierney, of course,
Hard.
McGinn, of course, striker, Che Adams, Ryan
Scott
Fraser.
McTominay.
Any more shout out? Oh, your boy Scotty. Anyone else? And
Mm.
by the way, I think I'm the
Christie.
tiebreaker if I'm not wrong. I'm sorry, Kroon. I see, as much as I see where you're coming from in Scotland last,
Yeah.
because they're like,
But
like-
you
like-
can't
like
do
a
it to
new
Robbo.
covers. It's just
Scotland
my
are
love for
third.
Robbo. Because hear this out. I can see them getting one win in the group, and I can see him pulling off a draw against England. So if they get 4 points, 4 points is a shout for most of the teams ending in third to go through as well. Because
Mhm.
most team in third will somehow get just one win and a draw. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Or somehow just a win in 3 or 4 points. No way in just a point will make it. So let's just move on to Group E and let's not waste any more time. And it's the group where now I have to preview my team, for the whole tournament. Basically, the question for you guys when it comes to Netherlands and Portugal is basically, all right, we didn't let Mr. Karun talk about Netherlands, but we covered up their group, didn't we?
Oh, right.
But yeah,
Okay.
we'll come back to Netherlands.
You can come back to me after Portugal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now here's the thing, before we you know what? Let's just do it the table first, not to waste time, because it's been on pause, on hold for a long time. So let's complete Group E and then I'll talk about Spain.
Okay.
So as favorites, of course, it's my team. Any surprises, any upsets?
For me, it's Espana.
Spain, and then Slovakia goes last.
Tell me if I'm wrong with this. No, right?
No,
So
not at
we
all.
all agree?
Yeah,
Perfect.
you're
All on the
fine.
same page?
This one's hard though, man.
Yeah, now
I
this
think
is hard.
Sweden will go second, actually.
I was gonna say our guests go first. Okay, there you go. Karun.
Sweden as well, man.
Even if I say Poland, the majority who wins it.
I think Poland will qualify.
It's all about
but I think they'll qualify in
democracy.
third place.
Wait,
You both the Sweden second, right? Not
Yeah.
to
Sweden
end up
second
third,
and
right?
Po-
Both to
Poland
qualify,
third.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, that's what I see as well happening, honestly. But again, like I said, it's gonna be full of surprises, especially
Yeah.
a tournament like this. I know there are fans back, I know that, but like I said, I'm not even confident about Spain ending in first. I'll tell you guys once I preview them where I think they'll get knocked out. They have to get past the group stage, man. Come on, they just have to. Like, I know they bottled it against Russia in the World
I
Cup
have no
against the
doubt about
host,
that. They will get past.
Same.
but in the last Euros, lost to Italy. So we've been losing in the knockout stages, but at least in the group, we're still getting the job done, even though we're not the same Spain as the time that we won 3 major tournaments in a row. But yeah, for me, I would actually give a shout to Poland finishing second, but I've lost the vote anyway, so it's Sweden in second. But I would actually put Poland. But not that I don't see Sweden, but like I said, I see a bit of surprise in all the groups actually. So Poland still a shout to qualify. in third from the 4 teams, which we'll have to talk about after the groups are done, after it's all sealed. So yeah, a shout out for all the players before I talk about Spain, Slovakia. I can't believe Hamsik is still in the squad. By Czechoslovakia has 2 friendly games. He wasn't even on the bench, but he made the squad. So Hamsik, any shout out from any
No,
Slovakian player?
I mean I think Hamsik plays in the Swedish league right now.
I'll give a shout out
Lorak
to
Hamsik.
Inter Milan center back Skriniar.
Okay.
Yes. Milan
I think
Skriniar.
their keeper is famous, maybe. Vanja Milinkovic-Savic. Is that their keeper? I'm not sure.
No,
No,
it's
he's Serbian.
Handanovic.
Wait, is that a player? Like
Handanovic.
outfield player? Savic?
Savic.
The guys are linked
Handanovic,
with.
no?
Do you know he
Milinkovic
had,
Savic.
yeah, that
He's
guy,
attacking mid, right?
that guy's brother. Which country do they play
Oh
for?
damn! I think
Serbian?
is it Croatia or
Or
Serbia?
One of those, I guess.
Oh yeah, Serbia. I think Serbia. I don't
Yeah.
think it's Croatia.
His brother used to play for United, a goalkeeper. Then he moved to Torino. The guy I'm talking about, Vanja Milinkovic-Savic, some shit. Was once upon a
Just
time
to-
the tallest player.
Just to confirm, yup, he's Serbian.
Yeah.
So no, he's not Slovakian, and Slovakia
Yeah, I don't even
squad.
know
I mean, if I click on them,
Never mind. Handanovic is Slovenian. They're not the Euros.
but talking about goalkeepers, they have a decent goalie, Martin Dubravka from Newcastle.
Okay.
Right.
So he's a shout. He's a starter for them, anyways.
Dubravka.
And like I said, Skriniar in defense, and Hamsik in mid. Even though I don't think he's gonna start.
Is
But-
Dubravka like half English? Why were they saying like he should be called up? He should be called up.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know.
He probably
Yeah.
selected
Maybe I
Slovakia
was-
because he knows he's not gonna start for England.
Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I just thought I heard that on Talksport or something. Maybe with another Newcastle keeper.
Alright,
Maybe it was. No, actually,
the Darlow guy.
I doubt it was him though. Why would they want him to be? I don't know.
Yeah. And
No,
for
he's not
Poland,
English. Not half English.
any more shout outs apart from Leva, the captain?
It's
Obviously, there's
a couple-
Zelensky.
Does
There's
it have that
Milic.
Blackskiowski guy?
Bashkowski.
That guy, yesterday I was watching a recap of the last Euros, how Portugal won it.
Yeah,
This guy who we just named, who played for Dortmund as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
it's so hard to pronounce his name, right?
yeah.
I used to say blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
Yeah. But this guy scored so many goals for them in this same last tournament, the Euros 2016. But if I'm not wrong, I don't think he made it. One sec.
Maybe too old.
Yeah, I don't think he's on the team.
Is
Clicking
Kaputska in?
For Poland, yeah, that guy's not in. And who do you say, sorry?
Kaputska,
What position?
right wing.
So it's easier for me to
Or-
spot.
He actually was signed by Leicester, but then Leicester never gave him an opportunity.
Hmm.
Kaputska, very young player.
Nope. Not there in midfielders.
Not in.
Nope.
What's that? Is forward? Is he in forward?
Forward,
Oh,
no.
Don't they have that Krychowiak guy also in that team? Who played for-
Krachowiak? Yes.
Who played for PSG?
Is Krachowiak? Yeah.
Oh,
is
and
he in?
that guy who plays for Leeds, Klitsch. I think he's.
Oh,
Polish. Klitsch.
wait,
guy.
the center back Glick, who used to be from
No.
Monaco, he's for Benevento right now.
He's
Leeds
also Polish.
not
right?
there.
Lead guy not there. Matthews Klitsch. He didn't make it. Nice. That's crazy.
What position is he?
Midfielder. Klitsch. I guess he didn't make it.
Bro, in midfield, right? The only
Yeah.
guy who made it from the Prem is, you guys won't even know him because I don't even know him. Jacob Moder from Brighton.
No clue.
I think I
Like-
know him, but maybe.
But anyways, another shout out from the Premier League, but plays in defense to Bednarek from Southampton.
Oh,
But yeah, I mean, apart from Lewandowski, obviously there's Zelensky from Napoli.
their
who's
goalie
gonna
also.
start for sure.
Fabianski.
And between Fabianski and Szczesny, one of them will start. So the last team now is Sweden. Any shouts from any Swedish players? Of course, Alexander
Forsberg.
Isak
Forsberg.
and Forsberg. Unfortunately, there's no Zlatan, and that's exactly why I forgot. Exactly why I'm putting them in third. I forgot.
Do I
If-
want to give this guy a shout out?
For me, Poland was second, like I told you guys. A big reason is also because there's no Zlatan for me. That's another big reason as well.
Do I want to
But-
give this Swedish guy a shout?
Are you gonna say
Lindelof.
Lindelof?
Yeah. Do I want to give him a shout out?
I mean, you don't have to. I don't want to.
Bro, the stage is yours, man. For
I'm
everyone.
done
Any
with
shout
them.
out,
Done
bro.
with them.
I'm gonna shout out Sebastian Larson, who's always in the squad,
Yeah.
former Sunderland player.
One more shout out from Poland. The flagpole. That the 12th man from Poland.
Ken Sema.
Yeah.
Also. The what pod? guy.
Anyways, Alexander Isak is actually not just the main player, but also a young player to watch for the tournament itself.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
only 21.
Yes.
And guess what, guys? He scored 17 goals for Real Sociedad. He's just
Yeah.
behind the likes of Benzema, Messi, Luis Suarez.
Insane.
And one more, I believe, Gerard Moreno. That's it. 17 goals. So this guy, I think any teams, FSG, if you're listening, if we can go for Harry Kane, Mbappe, Haaland, this is who you look for. I know you're talking about Andre Silva from Frankfurt, all that.
No,
This
no,
guy,
this one.
Alexander Isak, for me, I would pick him above Andre Silva, So sign him up. Hope he has a good tournament. Many teams will be up for him. Now talking about Spain. Any shout outs you guys want to give out to before I actually get to it? My shout out for Spain, obviously, when it comes to big teams, it's literally the whole squad. But the fact that there's no Real Madrid players, any mentions for me, shout out to Gerard Moreno and Pedri, who's only 18, got
Pedri,
called
yeah.
up, and Ferran Torres, who's only 21, and also Danny Olmo from Leipzig, who's only 23, who's also still considered young if you're 23 and below that, 23 or under. And the thing is,
I want to give shout outs to
we can talk about the experienced players, Thiago and Busquets, who
Pontus
got coined, by the way.
Janssen. Pontus Janssen, Sebastian Larson. Don't forget him.
Wait, that's
Emil
not from
Forsberg.
Spain.
Yeah, we moved on to Spain, bro. But okay, yep.
No,
you're right.
Oh, okay,
No,
okay.
just giving late shout outs. Dejan Kulusevski as well.
Oh yeah, that guy, Juventus guy.
Yeah.
Jordan
Yeah.
Larson.
Yep.
Those players,
Yeah.
really good players.
I can-
And Christoph Olsen.
Name the from Krasnodar.
Yeah,
There's Christopher Olsen. Oh, there's a lot, bro. If I read out the whole team of
Yeah.
Sweden.
A lot of
we'll
players,
know
yeah.
them almost all, also, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why you guys
To
are
carry
wrong
on-
for putting them second. That's the thing. Poland is basically just relying on their striker, the captain, and Leva doesn't get the same service as he does for Bayern. So will he get the goals?
Yeah.
So I completely agree. No Zlatan. So what? They've been dealing without Zlatan for a couple of years now. They don't care about Zlatan no more. But obviously, it's a big major blow though for them.
Big
Obviously,
miss.
100%.
After the season
as a-
that he's had for Milan.
just as a football
Big-
fan, like we
big
just want to
miss for
see
me.
him in the biggest stages, like in the big
Yeah.
tournaments in general. So Spain, I just gave a shout out to the three youngsters in Pedri, 18, Torres, 21, Olmo, 23. Do I think any of them will start? Probably just Ferran Torres, I believe. Maybe not. Gerard Moreno is another shout, 30 goals or something for Villarreal in all competitions. Insane season. A lot of assists as well. Do I think he start? No, because it's Alvaro Morata up front. So let me just get to my team, yeah?
Yeah.
Unless you guys have any more shout outs to anyone else apart
One thing
from the one that I
before I
said.
talk
Big yeah.
Actually, you know what?
DDG.
I just need to say something quick about Spain.
Yeah, go on, bro.
I need
'Cause
to,
I'm gonna
ca- I need
talk
to
a while.
call. I need to call somebody out here.
I hope
I
no
need to-
spoilers
I
from
need-
what I'm about to say, but okay.
I need to call somebody out here.
You're
The
gonna call
manager.
Luis Enrique.
ma-
Yo,
the manager.
don't worry, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Bro, I've been waiting for this time to talk about Luis Enrique.
Little Barcelona bias, but you carry on. What do you need to say?
Yeah, so here's the thing, guys. You there you go, Mr. Aekavin. He touched on it first before I did. That's the first thing I was gonna say. First of all, there are no Real Madrid players going to Euros.
That's crazy.
When has
No
this
Ramos.
ever happened? Ever? Not just the Euros, but World Cup, anything, any major
Ever,
tournaments
right?
without. It
They're
has never
ex-Real
happened.
Madrid players, though. They're ex-Real Madrid
So,
players, but
yeah,
they're not
of
current
course.
Real Madrid players.
Yeah.
It was
So
insane,
the
bro.
thing is, yes, you're 100% right about Luis Enrique being biased. Former manager for Barcelona, of course, he's being biased. And I
He's
saw
for
a
Real
joke.
Madrid
I
as well.
saw
You know?
I saw a joke the other day that just because Real Madrid defeated him in the El Clasico in the past, he's still holding on to that grudge, but the thing is,
he used to play for Real Madrid, right? Luis Enrique.
yeah, yeah, for both of the teams, right? So the thing
I
is,
think so.
this Spain shirt right here behind me, it says number 20 for Marco Asensio, the shirt I got in the World Cup. He's not being called up. No Isco as well. And now the biggest issue for me is
Sergio, right?
I don't care about Carvajal as well. Forget all of them. Sergio Ramos, as much as I hate
Odriozola.
him when he puts on a Madrid shirt, but I love him when he puts on a Spain shirt because from what we touched on in the past, players like Suarez, Ramos, you love them once they're on your side.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you'll hate them. You know what I mean?
yeah.
As players, we'll just hate them. But if they're on your side, you just love them because of what they do for the team. So, we talk about Zlatan, Trent, Van de Beek, Virgil van Dijk not making because of injuries. Ramos, he's not injured. The thing is, he's not been fit the whole season for Madrid, in and out of the squad. I understand. Didn't have the best season. They didn't win the league. I understand. They didn't win the Champions League. I get it. It's not just you don't have to start Ramos even. Take him there because of what's going to happen in the camp, in the dressing room.
Yeah.
We need that leadership. We have that in Ramos. He's a big game player. Whether you like it or not, Ramos hitters like for corners, he can come up and get you a header. He's not injured at the moment. It's just that he hasn't been fit most of the season for Madrid. And like you said, Luis Enrique being biased on that a little bit, I believe. I'm just shocked because he's the captain. After Casillas, Ramos is the captain. Now you know who's the captain? It's Sergio Busquets, who, by the way, brings you on to the next topic about Spain. Guys, I'm so worried about Spain's first game. And we're playing Sweden first, if I'm not wrong. One sec.
You are.
You're playing Sweden first, Monday night, Tuesday morning, 2 a.m.
That's the toughest game, in my opinion.
And I'm so worried, guys. You know why? Because Busquets got COVID not long ago, yeah, by the way. So the whole team. So after we played Portugal 0-0, that just showed me that, wow, Gerard Moreno for me is a starter, not Alvaro Morata. He missed in one-on-one when you watch that game, right? Because against your team, he hit the crossbar, and not just that chance. So many times in the game, he missed sitters, and he reminds me of Timo Werner. And
Can I say one thing?
He's a former Chelsea player as well. He reminds me of Torres, the Chelsea days. So
that Portugal goal should have counted, by the way. That Portugal goal should have counted.
You said that to me. It should have been 1-1. I agree. There's no foul whatsoever with that corner kick. But anyways,
would have been good.
The thing is, Busquets, who's supposed to be the captain, starting, he's the only next experienced guy after Ramos. And then of course you have Thiago playing next to him in the base.
I'm worried about Portugal. Do they have to quarantine as well? Because they met the Spain players.
Hear this out, bro. Now we're supposed to play, is it Lithuania? But we have to play under 21 because Busquets got COVID. So the whole team, the whole squad had to quarantine, had to self-isolate. So the thing is, news came out yesterday or day before. It's not just Busquets now. It's Diego Llorente, the defender from Leeds United as well. Not the Llorente in midfield, who is the better one who might start. Yeah. The Atletico Madrid guy, not that guy. Marcos Llorente is the guy who's gonna probably start. But Diego Llorente, I'm not as worried because he's not our starter. It's gonna be Pau Torres with Laporte. So the thing is, I'm worried because thankfully today no news came out about, okay, now it's this guy, that guy as well in the squad. But I'm still worried because anything can happen from now until our first game. What if another guy's tested positive? I don't know how we're going to line up our team. Busquets is definitely missing the first game. He's at least 2 weeks out. So, and again, like Aekavin said, what if any of the Portuguese players got it, but they don't know it as yet? They haven't tested positive as yet. So I'm worried for Spain's first game, mainly the first game, because right now it's Diego Llorente and Busquets out. Llorente, I'm not worried because he's not a starter. But Busquets. So I'm so worried about this first game, having Morata up front, knowing that Gerard Moreno won't even start. For me, I'll start Gerard Moreno. I'll start Ferran Torres. All these guys who are like on form, And like I said, almost a shout. Pedri is a shout to come on from the bench. Barca's youngster. So I'm just worried about defense as well. You know why? After watching Spain against Portugal, that's the Spain squad I got to watch with under 21. Why would I watch that? It wasn't in live anywhere I could watch it. So the last game that I watched Austria, people are saying, "Oh, Laporte's debut. Shout out to him. He got a clean sheet." You know what? If you actually watch the whole game, he was struggling a bit because you're playing a left-footed center back on the right CB. And I didn't think of that because the whole time I thought Pau Torres, even after watching Villarreal against you guys, I forgot Pau Torres also left-footed. So in world football, I've seen two center backs being both right-footed. We've all seen that. Majority of the teams they do that, and we've seen left CB left-footed, RCB right-footed. You've never really seen both left-footed. So Laporte playing on the right side of the CB was quite weird that day because there's one chance where he cleared the ball with his right foot, almost scored an own goal, went out for a corner. It was a bad clearance. So I'm kind of worried going to this tournament. And where do I think we'll end up? You guys will see once we go through this tournament predictor. But for me, they have to make the group stage. If they don't, it's a huge failure because for me in the World Cup, like I said, they passed the group stage, but boom, lost to Russia. For the last Euros, I think they passed the group stage, but boom, lost to Italy. So we will get through the group stage. We better. I'm assuming we will still have Thiago in mid, even though no Busquets the first game, which for me is the biggest game in Sweden, like Aekavin said. But yeah, you guys will see where I'll say whether they'll end up being the champions or when they're getting knocked out and going home. You know, like how far I see them going, you guys will find out. So that's what I have to say about Spain. I won't ask about, what you guys have to say about Spain because that's my team. You guys will do for your team. Let's not waste time. And the shout outs of all the players. I think we got it all done for Group E. Now the last group, as they say, it's a group of death.
Yep.
And that is true. You know what? One second, let me move you guys. Covering Group F again for me on my screen. Okay, easy as hell.
Oh, no, I don't agree. That's first.
Oh, because of
So
Peter Gulakski.
fast.
By the way, that's the thing, bro. When we come to shouting out players and who stands out the most from their team, that guy's injured. He's not going, bro.
Dominic
Szoboszlai.
He's injured. He's a best player, and he's injured for Leipzig, right? That player.
Yeah.
He's injured, bro. The guy who you once
He's never
changed
even
your
getting
name on pro
chances for
clubs.
Leipzig anyways.
Yeah.
He never even played for Leipzig anyways as well.
But bro, yeah, he's ruled out because he's injured though. Like
I couldn't hear Aekavin at all just now. What do you say?
He played. He didn't even get a chance for Leipzig in the season.
Yeah.
Barely got chances
Barely.
as well, and now he's injured.
I don't think he
Donny
should have
van de
ever
Beek,
gone from Salzburg to Leipzig this fast because when he went from
He should've-
Salzburg,
I think he should have gone to Arsenal. In my
no,
opinion,
because
that would
when
have
he
been better
went,
fit for
no,
him.
the thing is he went injured though. When he went from Salzburg to Leipzig, he was injured.
Yeah,
So that's why he didn't play much. He was already injured. Now when he went there, of course he's not going to start with Sabitzer, is he? It's Sabitzer, man.
And
he
the
should
thing
try
is,
to get Sabitzer, who's
in a tournament like this, he would start for Hungary though, whether he didn't start for his club.
sure.
But then he's actually ruled out because of injury. So that's sad for him and that whole nation itself. But
what a reminder.
It's not like they had any hopes of ending in third anyways. But you know what I mean? Like at least celebrating a goal against any of these three big
at
teams.
least getting third, maybe. Can go
Like
to
slight
the
hope
just
if Germany flops again like they did in the
Yeah.
World Cup or something. Because I believe Korea ended up in third when they
Yeah.
beat Germany, and Germans went home as the bottom of the group.
yeah.
But anyways, I was saying my former keeper Gulakski.
He's
who,
in the squad, right?
Yep, he's a starting goalkeeper for them.
For
You
Leipzig,
said
right?
Liverpool, right?
Yeah, he used to play for Liverpool, and now he's the starter for Leipzig.
His daddy's the keeper as well, right?
And now here's the thing. In I'm not sure about that, but here's the thing. Yeah, this country, they got two former goalkeepers of Liverpool, Gulakski and also
Bogdan,
you guys will know this
Bogdan
guy,
something,
man.
right?
Bogdan.
Something, yeah.
We
Yeah,
signed
yeah,
him from
Bogdan,
Bolton.
yes.
We
I was
signed him
about-
from
I was about to
Bolton,
Yeah.
and he's the one who was in goal when Tim Howard scored that goal, right, from
Yeah.
far.
The ginger head, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and the other day, if I'm not wrong, Hungary played Ireland, and
No.
that's on the bench I saw Adam Bogdan, right? And
Yeah.
for the other team, for Ireland, I saw Kelleher, who's our keeper right now.
All right.
And then and a starting keeper for Hungary is Peter Gulakski. 3 goalkeepers who used to play for Liverpool are still playing
Who's
in
this?
that game itself.
Who was the starting goalie for Ireland? Maybe some ex-Liverpool guy, some ward bird. Maybe no.
Danny was for Wales.
Oh, okay.
Who started last year for Wales
Danny
also, I
Ward.
believe.
Danny Ward, right?
Yeah.
But Hennessy is going to be starting for Wales.
Liverpool,
but yeah,
Liverpool
Danny
should
was
have kept
there.
him and made him the permanent keeper.
Bro, I
He
loved
lost
him. I don't
on
know
a
why
big-
we gave him to Leicester, man.
You lost him on a big. You lost a big talent.
Bro,
He could have
that's
been
why
Liverpool's number one
right,
keeper.
right
instead of-
now, this summer, we're crying for
Signing
Liverpool number
Alisson.
one keeper.
backup
They have the
goalie.
best keeper in the world.
I know, but
you know, here's the thing.
before that,
This
before
summer, we
signing
have
him.
to. It's time that we have to consider. FSG has to consider a proper backup goalie. And all of our fan channels, shout out Team Coppish, always go back to United, and we keep
Yeah.
saying that. Look at Man United, for example. De Gea, Dean Henderson, Romero, Lee Grant, and now they're signing Tom Heaton. What the
Yeah.
hell? And FSG, basically right now, the whole issue is that we just want someone to be better than Adrian. We don't care who he is, just be better than Adrian. Because now we know that Alisson can pick up a few injuries, by the way. It's not the first season where he got injured.
Put
He's
Brad
been
Jones
picking-
back in
he's
goal,
been-
please.
He's gonna miss all competitions, max 10 to 15. That's a lot.
You
And,
guys should have
Adrian,
gone for Heaton.
Adrian 2 seasons ago.
Never.
guys-
He'll
you
never
guys
go
showed
from
me.
United to Liverpool.
No, he wouldn't go. But they should have gone for Heaton.
You
And
guys
he's not
saw
in
what
United. He's
happened,
in
bro.
Burnley. Oh, sorry,
Two
not
No,
in
seasons-
he
Burnley.
he used to play for United in the.
He did,
used to play
he
for
did.
United
Yeah,
in
he
the
used to play for
academy.
He was in
United.
he was part of our academy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, guys, like 2 seasons ago, who bottled in the Champions League for us against Atletico Madrid? It was Adrian. So it's not about Alisson being injured just last season. Champions League against Atletico Madrid was 2 seasons ago. So
Adrian's
now knowing
gone
that
now, isn't he?
now knowing that Alisson can pick up a few injuries, we need a proper backup goalie, and that's why Adrian in the pecking order he's third. Kelleher is our second right now. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Ending of the season, Adrian was back on the bench because Kelleher was injured. So FSG, do your thing in the summer, man. That's all. And Adrian, get the hell out of my club.
Take
You know
Fred
how he
from
signed.
Man U.
You know how we signed him, and it was in one of our documentaries when he won the league. It's not even a joke. Literally, last day of the transfer window, we were panicking when we gave Mignolet away, who is better than Adrian, by the way. And Kyrus is also better than Adrian, by the way, for me. Because you can't just judge from that one performance at
Yeah,
Champions League final. So for me, Kyrus still young at least. Adrian, man. We found this guy, Michael Edwards. He's best in recruitment for us. He does his thing. He gets the highest price for certain players. Like, to Bournemouth, you guys know so many. We got more than we
Vibe.
deserve.
Solanke.
So the thing is, even like Brad Smith, left back who's never played for us, got like 6 million for him.
Wow.
So and Ryan Brewster recently.
Yeah, that was insane. That was
bro,
insane, bro.
Who didn't play one
One-
first team football
Really
with
good.
us?
Did they pay like
The Prem?
25 or something?
Kijana Hover.
Yeah, 25 addons up till 30 or something.
Yeah, even
But-
that guy, Kithe Jana Hoover, he's
yeah,
gone to Wolves.
to Wolves, the right back. So Jana. Kiana, whoever, yeah, become whoever. But the thing is, I forgot what I was gonna say, guys.
No, you were
drama,
mentioning
what?
the
But
yeah.
Brad Smith.
Adrian,
What-
this guy was kicking a ball.
Something.
He was kicking a ball in the park, bro. We found him in the park,
Really?
training because he's a free agent. No team wanted him, and FSC's like, you know what? Oh, Mignolet was on 90K a week. This guy is just 30K a week. So job done. Bring this old guy who West Ham doesn't even want anymore.
Yeah.
Bring this guy to our team, and there you go.
Yeah.
The 7-2 Villa game showed he bottled it. The Champions League game against the Real Madrid. I mean, I can go on and on. There's so many games that he bottled, but it's not a show for that. So, guys, first and second will be very interesting. Who do you guys think will end up in third, Mr. Aekavin? And again, no one can be wrong about this either. So, even the
I
other
think
groups
all
don't
three-
be wrong about anything.
You know what?
Football's
I think
football,
all
but yeah.
all three teams are going to qualify. All three of them are
Oh,
gonna
I
qualify for me.
100% agree. Because after this, when we have to predict 4 best third place teams, I'm sure Germany, France, or Portugal, whoever we put third, will be our first pick of the next round.
I'm gonna have to say it's gonna sound a bit of a shock to you, Germany. The reason being is because
That's my third as well.
The reason being is because the recent tournaments that Germany have been in, they've regressed from the
So that's
World
already
Cup
2-1, but we will ask Kroon as well. But already 2-1.
No,
so,
it's for me. It's
put it-
Germany as well.
All right, now guys,
Because these two teams of mine is like, yeah.
and Germany, we saw they flopped in the last World
Yeah.
Cup. I'm not saying they
Yeah.
won't bounce back.
And-
They have a
But it's a
decent
curse
squad.
of the
Again, we
winners,
can
though.
No,
It's
when
the
I
curse
did
of the
my
winners. Like whoever
when I
wins
did
it-
my
let's
random,
just give a quick shout out to the German players, yeah, before we talk about the winners of the group. After you guys finish up, what do you have
Timo
to say?
Werner, Thomas Muller. Oh, Timo Werner's not a joke, by the way. Actually, for Germany, he's a really good player for Germany.
Yeah. Once you play for your country, you could be a different player,
Yeah.
and it could be the opposite.
Kai
For your club,
Havertz.
you could be
Yeah.
shining into
My
the
boy Kai
opposite.
Havertz.
It could go both ways. Yeah, 100%. Kai Havertz, Sane, Tony Cruz.
Serge Gnabry, Manuel Neuer,
Was it Grossens, the left back of Atalanta, who scored the other day against Latvia, the first goal?
Joshua Kimmich.
Left-footed, Kimmich as well. I'm glad that this guy,
Thomas
what's
Muller
his
is
name?
back
Before
squad.
Hans Flick
He
comes
had a
into
poor
the
World Cup in
squad,
2018 though.
Joachim Low, it's his last
Yeah.
major
Joachim Low.
tournament.
Yep, last
he can-
ever tournament.
He want to end it well, right? So I'm glad he got back Hummels and like Muller. Remember, he was getting rid of everyone like with Ozil and all that before. I'm glad he got some
Yeah.
back. They need experience in this team. Obviously, Manuel Neuer, the goalkeeper, Neuer. All right, so now here is where it gets techie, yeah, boys. The winners of the tournament, I mean, of the group, who could potentially be the
Yeah.
winners of the tournament.
yeah,
Because again, I'm giving out spoilers today. It's mad, you know. Portugal and France, they are my two finalists here. So they are my two favorites.
they are
as
my
well.
two finalists too.
So here's
When I
the thing.
did that
People-
thing on the website, I
yeah,
got
and the
them
thing
too.
is, it's so weird that after doing this whole thing ourselves, right, while we're predicting this alone, even we still end up with the same final as the last one.
Yeah.
This was the last finals, guys. It's gonna be a repeat of the same finals, and whether who's the winner, at least we won't spoil that, and we don't know Aekavin's finals as yet, so we'll leave that later. Yeah, no more spoilers anymore. But just for the group itself, it's interesting how these two play in the finals in the Euros 2016, where obviously Eder scored the winning goal when Ronaldo got injured, who was the manager that day for that night.
Mm.
But
Let me tell you something. I was
and now they're in the same
Australia
group. It's just
that-
crazy.
I was in Australia. It happened at around 5 a.m. in the morning there. I was
Oh.
awake for the game extra time. I was awake.
probably
at
went
7
crazy.
a.m. It was mental, bro. It was mental. I was like,
Yeah, I can imagine, bro. Even as a football fan, you're already going crazy.
to be honest with
Imagine
the
you as a
excitement-
Portugal
the-
fan.
The excitement went away when Ronaldo went off. But
Yeah,
the
that's
support
what killed it for
Portugal
me.
was still
But
there.
then
The-
what he did on the
support for Portugal was
touchline-
still there.
Yeah.
France dirty tactics tried to injure Ronaldo. Yeah, he got backfired on the big time.
Yeah.
Backfired on big time.
Was it
Dimitri Payet.
was it Jimmy Payet? Yeah, I was just gonna say Jimmy
Dimitri
Payet was the
Payet,
guy who
oh,
injured Ronaldo.
God,
Yeah.
well, what is he doing, man?
And you know, he was the main guy in that tournament for France. Because like I said, I was watching the recap of Euro 2016 and he was scoring
Yeah.
bangers, man. Like screamers and goals outside the box and oh
That was
great
during
finishes.
his big days. Paye days.
Yeah, exactly.
The
exactly.
we've got Paye days.
But where was he for the last World Cup? Nowhere. Not in the squad.
Nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
Exactly. And nowhere to be seen again. Anyways,
One season wonder.
I know already what Aekavin is gonna do, so let me just do it right now. I mean, it depends with me and Kroon. The thing is, I would say France top, Portugal second, but I wouldn't be surprised seeing Portugal top. So, Mr. Kroon, tiebreaker.
Yeah, Portugal
I
second.
can't even ask Aekavin. So, is it Portugal for you top? All right,
Of
we'll
course.
let you have a
Of
preview
course.
for your team about the
Yeah.
whole tournament. How do you think you guys are gonna do? But
Un-
don't tell me where you think how far you'll go as yet, because I didn't do that with Spain. You know, no spoilers. We'll do that
Yeah.
as we go through this prediction. So Karun, is it France like me
Yeah.
or Portugal like Aekavin?
Unfortunately, Portugal second.
Yeah,
I
don't
just wanna say,
Aekavin,
do not
you're
write
still
Germany
qualifying.
off.
Yeah,
Do
no
not
way.
write Germany
bro,
off.
No way.
They've got Musiala as well. Don't forget.
Yeah,
he was
another
offered- he
shout
was-
out.
he was- He's
for
wanted to
Bayern
choose
Munich.
England, but then he chose Germany. I think Germany is the best nation.
Ger-
I think he's fully German anyways. Choosing your nation was the best
German
option.
is gonna
going for
make it in the
Germany.
next round anyways.
The top three.
Definitely, all three of
There's
them
no
will go.
surprise on like any of the order for the top three of this group. The first, second, third.
Yeah.
There's no surprise at
No
all.
surprise at all.
The only surprise will be if Hungary comes in third, or one of the big teams goes in last. That will be a big surprise.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, now talk about Portugal, bro. I want to ask you how far you think you'll go, but we'll eventually know that. So no spoilers. So just a general preview for your country. The stage is yours.
So Portugal being the current holders, the current Euro 2016 champions, the year the underdogs, Portugal.
By the way,
showed
sorry
us
to cut you
why-
off. We didn't give a shout out for the French and the Portuguese team, but we can kind of do it now. France, let's just say the whole team, Portugal, the whole team, done. Because
Yeah,
there's too much
exactly.
sauce, bro.
Yeah.
Too
Yeah,
much
yeah.
sauce in both the teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. The depth is
But
insane.
Portugal
And the thing
won
is, Portugal,
special.
I was gonna shout out this guy. I know you're gonna say as well. Before we came on stream, you already
Pedro Gonzalez.
oh, Liv was actually linked with him. But I'm actually shouting out the left back who played for Sporting Lisbon. One sec, and his name is Nuno Mendes. You know,
Nuno Mendes.
he's only 18 years, so I won't be surprised if he starts ahead of Rafael Guerrero. And
Yeah.
just continue, bro. I think we can shout out the whole team and my boy Diego Jota, and of course Bruno's gonna be the main guy
Yeah.
for this team because now
And the
Ronaldo's
pedo.
old. You know like how Font and Pepe they're aging at the back. Obviously, you got Ruben Diaz to start, Cancelo to start. Pepe will probably start with Diaz. I think Font will be dropped or Fonte, however you say his name. The thing is, they're kind of aging in this squad, but again, I think Bruno is the main man, not even Cristiano this time because Ronaldo's 36. Jota is still young. João Felix is still young. The depth is insane, bro. And Bernardo
got players from the
Silva
under
he
21
can
as
go
well.
on and on. So yeah, continue, bro.
Yeah, as I was saying, Portugal showed why 2016 was the year of the underdogs. Portugal winning the Euros, being not even the favorites, not even close to being the favorites to win it. Actually, for me to even select Portugal as a team to win the Euros that year, which I was given a team to select with my family. We did a team selection, and I eventually got Portugal. Portugal had a group, didn't do well in the group stages. The last time we got Hungary, we won the Euros. This time we also got Hungary. Similar pattern, hopefully, but I don't know.
And,
No
and you
spoilers
are
there
hungry
yet.
for trophies.
Mhm.
Literally.
I'm hungry for trophies. I'm hungry for another back-to-back title. Yeah. but- Yeah. Anyways, but then I got Portugal and just beating France in the finals in their backyard
exactly.
just shows that anything can happen. Like what happened to Greece in 2004, I think it was
Against
2004.
Yep.
Yeah, it just goes to show that a ton of events can happen.
Ronaldo cried.
And exactly,
A lot.
Ronaldo cried of sadness. Now he
Yeah.
cried of sadness and
Yeah.
happiness at the same time
Exactly.
by him leading his team on the touch line. But now to lead the team with the armband up front with such a talented squad and a more improved squad this time, and to even being called favorites, I feel a lot better with this team. To go far in this tournament, I think we can go far, but to win it, we don't know.
For me, it's France, then Portugal, like I said before. For me, they're my top two.
Yeah.
And they're both in the same group.
But
yeah.
quality everywhere, depth in every position.
Exactly. Every position, man.
But sometimes too many stars can be a bit. How would you say this?
That's
Can be a bit
what I think of. That's what I think of
troubling.
Belgium, bro.
Yeah,
I agree.
Like
That's why Belgium-
they
that's
can
why
go as
Belgium
far as
under-
semifinals. I agree.
Underachieved.
But that's why they
Belgium
won't
always
lift
underachieved,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Belgium always underachieve. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Belgium, you expect to go so far. Semifinals of the World Cup. In the end,
They
just
got knocked out by Wales,
By
if I'm not wrong, in the
France.
last Euros. Like for the Euros.
exactly 3-1.
Remember the
3-1,
insane
yeah.
game? Was it like a high scoring game, bro?
No, it was a 3-1 game. It was 3-1 to Wales.
I think it was like 3-2 or 4-2, bro. Let me check.
I think it was 3-1 to
Who?
Wales. I remember the score. Wales versus Belgium. I remember the score was 3-1 to Wales.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Belgium only scored.
I think Sam Bolt was
once,
there
right?
as well.
Yeah.
Sam
Woke
Bolt was
scored.
there.
Yeah, Woke scored. Bro, in that tournament, Gareth Bale was scoring free kicks, man. I was watching last
He
night.
scored a beautiful free kick against England as well in the group stages.
the game that Daniel Sturridge got the winner. And I believe
Yeah.
I was watching that with Kroon as well.
Yeah. We were. I remember.
But crazy. I think Portugal now to go far. I hope we can do it again. To go back to back, I don't play down our chances. Anything can happen. The Euros, every team is better.
Yeah, 3-1
Yeah.
in the quarterfinal.
We roll. We roll.
Yeah, so
Okay.
guys, now is the fun part. But before that, I'm gonna ask Mr. Karoon what I forgot earlier. Sorry. So let's get to it. The Dutch. How do you think they're gonna do this tournament? But no spoilers or on
Or where,
you know,
yeah.
where or when you think they'll go home. I'm not gonna ask you how far they'll go as yet. So just how do you think you'll do without the captain Van Dijk? Is Genie the captain now? How, like I said, I was afraid about Spain's defense. Are you worried about your defense or anything you
mean,
can say about this
I'm
team?
worried about my defense because the goalkeeper is our goalkeeper plays for Norwich. Firstly,
And you know,
And-
sometimes I feel like before you continue, I feel like the Netherlands, they don't get as much as like the praise. You know
Yeah.
when we talk about favorites, they keep talking about, of course, France, Portugal, and Belgium goes into that bracket right away. And then
Exactly.
always about it's coming home, it's coming home. And what pisses me off a lot about England fans as well, especially obviously in the UK, right?
Yeah.
The build up to it is so much. They're so hyped up. That's why when we
that's
fail,
it. It ruined the team.
it's exactly like why are they so hyped up before a tournament?
Yeah.
But now, okay, like I said, Italy early on in the show, they're huge underdogs, the Italian side with
Yeah.
Mancini. But why no one
Always
ever
turn up,
talks about
Italy.
Netherlands? Because I feel like they deserve more talk about their team. Because let's talk about the
Because-
spine, like
When we make it to a tournament, we usually do well. If we
And-
don't
and
make
yeah.
it, we don't make it. But
And
if
not
we
to
make
forget,
it,
yeah,
we'll do well.
if I'm wrong,
You
they
missed
missed
it
the
for two.
last
You
two
missed
major
two la-
tournaments,
last
right?
two. Yeah,
We missed
exactly.
the last,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they're back after a while, and there's no Virgil
Yeah.
van Dijk, so the floor is yours,
Yeah.
bro.
And there's no Donny van de Beek as well. I think he got
Exactly.
injured now as well.
Got it, man.
Yep.
So I think that our chances are very bleak in this tournament. Not that great. We're gonna, as Holland's always
but
gonna.
you'll top the group for sure. That's
yeah.
a no-brainer, right?
It's a good enough group for us to top. Easy enough
Yeah.
for us to top. But we have some good players for sure. We have
Shout out
Graham
Memphis.
Memphis. We've got
And I don't think we gave a
Berghuis,
shout out to this. Did we?
right
We
winger.
didn't even do we didn't give a shout out to the Netherlands of the players, right? Did we? No, we didn't.
We didn't. We didn't
I don't
give
think we-
anything that group. Yeah.
Genie
Maybe.
Wijnaldum.
No. I remember that group. We did talk about North Macedonia. I talked about Austria.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
we didn't
talked
even.
about Ukraine.
Oh, because
but
we
I
were
think I
like,
was-
we
went
all
through really
agreed
quickly.
Holland would be first. That's why.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
went
That's
through
why I
it
didn't
quickly
ask you about the
because-
preview,
Yeah.
bro.
Nobody was. We already knew.
So, like I said,
place,
I'll shout out only
but
one guy, Genie, my captain, who, is the
Yeah.
captain, no Virgil van Dijk, who is also my
Memphis,
player.
our ex player.
I mean, if
But
you
But
guys
yeah, any more
if you
shout
guys
outs?
look at the Netherlands squad, you just see a bunch of players who are either beginning their career or ending it. No one's at their
Yeah,
peak,
it's so
except
true.
maybe Genie.
You know, the striker who will probably start up front with Memphis, this guy from
Weghorst?
Wolfsburg,
yeah,
scored in the last game for Netherlands.
Yeah.
This guy's decent, bro.
he's decent from Bremen.
If I'm not wrong, last game you guys won 3-0 against Bulgaria.
Georgia. Yeah.
And Georgia, and then Bulgaria was France 3-0.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
bad. Where Giroud came on, scored 2.
Chat.
Benz got injured. Oh, Greece with the bicycle kick.
I didn't see
But
that.
anyways,
Yeah, and we
talking
drew
about who?
Scotland 2-2 somehow.
Oh
We
yeah,
were
yeah,
even losing.
exactly.
We were even
That's what I was gonna
losing.
say. I was gonna talk about Scotland
Yeah,
before
we
that
were even
2-2,
losing.
when Robbo played Genie.
Yeah. So
But
that's what
you're
I'm saying.
so true about the players that just bringing their careers all from like PSV, AZ,
Yeah.
Upma.
Yeah.
Even Ake, who's experienced, do you think he will start now that Van Dijk's injured? Okay, surely the center back partings will be Delic from Juve
Yeah,
and the
and
Inter
De
Milan
Vrij.
guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
De Vrij.
For sure.
And your left back will be Ake or David Blin. Because right back's probably gonna or Patrick Van Aanholt.
It'll be. I think it'll be Blind, and the other guy will be like,
Right back is being Dumfries, right? From PSV.
or is
Or like as I call him Dumfries.
Kenny Tete was called up, right? Or no?
Nope. Even I was
Kenny Tete
surprised,
called
bro.
up? What
From
about
looking at-
Owen Windal?
Yup, from AZ
Yeah.
as well.
He
got
might
the call
start.
up.
He might start.
Yep.
He's decent. So yeah,
Obviously,
I mean,
in mid, shout out to Frankie de Jong
Yeah,
and
Frenkie
Dirun
de
from
Jong.
Atalanta as well.
yep. And
David Klaassen from Ajax.
up front, of course, Memphis, of course, Wout Weghorst, and
And this
Berghuis.
guy who can
Oh,
create
Frankie
something
De Jong.
or even come on
Sonia
and make an impact
Malin
is
as well.
Quincy Promise, you know?
Yeah,
Or
Quincy
Frankie
Spartak
de Jong.
Moscow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I
Frankie
said
de Jong
Frank-
going.
Yep.
Who? Frankie De Jong. Yeah,
Frankie
for
de
sure.
Jong. Yep.
He'll be one of the most important players for us for sure this tournament. For sure.
And for
Matti-
if you're
Matthias
looking for a
Delit.
striker to come on, yep, Delit, he will start for
Yeah.
sure.
Striker, they got Malin.
The striker who can come on to score will, apart from Melendez, also if you want a target man, you have Luke De Jong, you know, from
Yeah, yeah.
Sevilla. So
This guy has been here for like
Luke
so
De Jong.
long. Yeah. So yeah,
So
that's
any-
all I got to
anything
touch on.
else
my
to-
team. Nothing
Who's
really.
this striker for
So
Ajax
we'll
that was
see
scoring
when will
that
you knock
scored
them
a
out.
13-0 win?
Wait,
Well-
that guy, striker from Ajax? I don't think Ajax has a Dutch striker.
He's the one that scored.
From this list, there's no
uh,
Ajax
oh.
forwards going.
Is he some youngster? Brian Brobbery? Is
Yeah.
it- Yeah. Brian Brobbery.
I think,
Damn good.
Yeah,
I think
he.
so.
But he's still
he
young,
Scored
he's still
5
young.
goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He scored 5 goals in that game against.
Yeah.
It's like
He was
13
he's
still a
probably in the
backup.
squad for he was probably in the squad for the Euro
Yeah.
U21 that just ended.
Yeah.
Oh,
Him
yeah.
and Baudu.
Yeah, many of the ones we're giving shout outs to, they're not in it. Probably played for the under 21s. That's
Yeah,
why,
yeah.
you know.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
Holland is a bunch of youngsters or a bunch of old people. There's no peak yet. And
Yeah.
the guy who's at his peak, Van Dijk, is injured.
Exactly, the leadership as
Yeah.
well, and you lose a lot from losing
Yeah.
him alone. You
So
know,
who's
now
it-
it's
so who's in
Genie,
goal for you
the
again?
captain.
Who's
Goalkeeper?
in goal for you again?
Tim
Yeah, who's
Krul.
in goal?
Tim Krul.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be
Tim
Tim
Krul.
Krul,
Right.
right? Because
for sure.
Stekelenburg,
It won't be
he's
Bizot.
Or
He's a
is
backup.
the famous goalkeeper substitution. on penalties?
Maybe Bizet. Maybe Bizet, but not
Because, bro,
Stekelenburg for sure.
because Stekelenburg, how old is he?
Yeah.
I watched him being the keeper for you guys
Yeah.
when they played us in the
2010.
finals of the World Cup 2010. That's
Yeah.
11 years ago. Tim
Yeah.
Krul, not like he's young also, bro.
Yeah.
Got really get it and now came back up with
And
Norwich.
Bring Edwin van der Sar out of
Former
retirement,
Newcastle.
please.
He didn't even call up Silesen.
And yeah, that guy exactly from
Yeah.
Barca's backup, he moves somewhere in La Liga
yeah,
to be the first.
yeah.
Valencia was it to be the first keeper?
Oh yeah,
something.
Valencia.
Please-
Maybe he's
please
injured.
bring
Then.
Evan-
There's no way that we wouldn't call him.
The other guy they took is Marco
Bizot.
Bizot. Yeah, from AZ.
From
Alkmaar.
AZ Alkmaar, yeah.
Yep.
Please bring Edwin van der Sar out of retirement. 51
He
By
would
the
be
time
better-
of
he would be
goalkeepers,
better.
I forgot to shout this guy for Spain. Of course, DDG is gonna start without a doubt. Kepa didn't even get called up, luckily. And of course, we mentioned about Robert Sanchez in the last one, right? The Brighton guy.
Yeah. He's
And because we
starting.
didn't have
Oh,
and Robert
Gerard-
Sanchez, he's
Gerardo
he's
Moreno for
he's the
Spain.
third guy.
Will
yeah,
he
I gave him a
start?
shout out already. No, your guy will start, bro.
Oh, okay.
But then here's the thing, though. The backup won't even be Sanchez, I think, because in our friendly against Portugal,
Yeah.
they didn't play as yet because players are playing
Uh-huh.
Europa League finals and Champions
So
League.
that-
PTSD
they
from
That
came
guy
to the
started.
squad
PTSD
later.
from Ronaldo's hat trick in the World
So
Cup. That's why he
the
didn't
guy
start.
who we didn't
Uh,
give out a name
Bilbao,
for
yeah.
Bilbao guy last time, I have a name for him this time.
What's his
It's
name?
Unai Simon.
Okay.
So shout out to Unai Simon, but it's gonna be DDG without a doubt.
Yeah.
And Robert Sanchez will be the third one.
DDG still has PTSD from that World Cup
Mate.
against
Bro,
Ronaldo.
don't even talk about that. That World Cup basically changed him. That you
Yeah.
could argue.
You know that
arguably
what
say
happened? What happened
tournament
that
changed
time
him, bro.
was the
Ronaldo
reason.
scored a
That's
hat trick, bro.
It
the
was the
3-3
reason
game.
he missed the penalty against Villarreal. That World Cup.
And you guys remember, he came to that tournament in the World Cup with a haircut of Karius. So they're all like because of
Yeah.
Karius, the Karius
I
effect.
remember that.
And it was the World
remember
Cup the
that.
same year as the Champions League in Kiev that we bottled. Because that's when Dejan Lovren like, oh, I'm the best center back in the world, finalist
Mm.
of the UCL with Liverpool,
Mm.
and finalist of the World Cup with
Yeah.
Croatia. Man, get out of here, Dejan.
The Bachok. With the
Yep, the captain of
Third
Croatia.
place.
Huh?
Anyways, guys, we get to the
Let's move.
interesting part now. For me, this is the most interesting part because third place teams, don't you worry, you still have a chance to make it to the next round, to the knockout stages. And
Yeah.
4 of
I
the
think-
6 will
I
go.
think we can just
So,
pick
guys,
Germany.
for
One-
sure from
Germany
Group F.
easily.
Germany. I think Turkey.
And now
Turkey.
we
yes,
gotta put
Turkey.
this in mind, okay? We gotta think about which country
Yeah.
will possibly
Get the most
Get
points.
get a draw and a win, or just if
Mhm.
3 points even enough, I don't even know. So we gotta put that into
'Cause
consideration.
They don't play
So
each other. It goes by how
Yeah,
much
and-
point they got
and
in the group.
here's the thing. Like a quick example, which is not gonna happen by the way. So let's say Germany loses to both France and Portugal, but beats Hungary, and 3 points not enough because other groups you can find 4 teams that ends with 4 points because they
Yeah.
won one and got to draw one game. Or if it's a surprise, Germany fucks up against Hungary somehow,
Imagine.
bro. And then they pull a draw.
Peter,
Hungary pulls a
Peter
draw in that
Galassi
game.
masterclass.
Germany 1 point. So you know what I'm trying to say? Like, we think it's easy by looking at the names of the teams, but we gotta think
Also
about their group
consider
as well.
The group, yeah. But Germany for me for sure still.
Yeah, 100% for
Germany
me as
for sure.
well. What's the next team, guys?
Next one,
Turkey.
I would say Turkey because they're
100% agree.
definitely gonna win Wales. They can get a point at Swiss. They can even get a point
And
at Italy.
I even
know-
put them. Oh, I was thinking I put them
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
second. I think that's something. I'm coming back for you, Turkey. There you go.
Yeah.
All right,
Russia.
now I'll just wait for you
Russia.
guys. I'll go last for this. Russia, huge shout. For me, it's Russia and then between Scotland and Poland. Because I agree with Kerwin how Scotland will go home from group stage, but it's a shout now. Austria, I don't see it going through.
Poland, the thing is,
I
they've
would
got
say- I would say
Lewandowski, but
Poland.
only Lewandowski.
Oh, Russia, I ticked because it was 2 against 1, by the way. But Kerwin, who's your 4 actually? I mean,
Mine-
Germany, Turkey, and is it actually Russia? Or you don't agree with us?
Mine is not Russia. Mine is Poland. One is Poland for sure, and one
Alright,
was
yes.
gonna be either Austria or Scotland. I think
Okay, but if you have to like pick, who do
between
you go
what
for? Austria and
Like-
Scotland.
Austria and Scotland.
I'd
say-
love to see Scotland go through.
Wait, one.
But I want to know.
second.
I want to know everyone's 4 to go from this.
1 sec.
So mine's Turkey, Russia, Germany, and I would probably say Poland. But just for Robo, I'm going Scotland.
I think I'm gonna go
Once-
Austria because Scotland's group is so hard to get points. Czech.
Yeah,
France,
exactly.
England.
England.
Yeah.
But I see them pulling off a draw against England somehow, and getting 1 win at least, and doing it for Robo.
So
So what's your 4, Aekavin? I mean, Germany,
Um,
Turkey, you're Russia.
my
Like
I
four
me.
wanted to say, I
Okay,
wanted to say
okay.
Scotland, but I'll sound deluded if I don't say Poland because Lewandowski.
Yeah.
so
No,
Poland.
it was
Unless
me,
something,
Poland for
unless
me, but
something
it's
major. You know what?
being
I'm gonna go
biased for
Scotland.
Robo.
I'm gonna go
Beautiful.
Scotland.
Who are you going?
Yeah, that's a because
Scotland.
you know
I'll go
they'll
Scotland.
be so happy just making through the group stage and getting knocked out in the knockout stages. That's an
Yeah.
achievement for them, bro.
So you're going
so-
Scotland, or it?
I mean,
I'll
yeah,
go
that basically ticks the
Yeah.
4 then because me and Ekwin are the same for all 4.
Oh,
But
yeah,
for you,
exactly.
just to be clear, it's
Poland
Germany,
and-
Turkey, Poland, and Austria, right?
Yeah.
Now the
So not
best part.
even Russia or Scotland.